Danganronpa 2 is phenomenal. I've already talked about the first game. If you didn't see that video, like, I think it's pretty mid. Danganronpa 2 fixes every problem that I had with the original, except for one thing, but we'll get to that later. The pacing in this game is so much better. The slice of life stuff is actually really interesting and often adds to character development on like a consistent basis. Whereas before it was just kind of them meandering around. The actual cases are so much better. There are some problems here and there with some cases, but you know, overall, compared to one, I don't even think it's a contest. The characters are so much better. It's not even funny. They make the first cast look like an absolute joke. Sorry to people who liked the first game. I hated the first cast. This cast is incredible. All of them are so memorable and have such strong personalities. The dialogue is consistently really funny, entertaining, and adds a lot. All right, I'm sure everyone's curious to see who my favorite characters were. Nagito and Chiaki. I know that's not like, oh my god, what, daring today, aren't, but come on, they're cool. Nagito is the best part of the entire game. Nagito consistently makes every single thing he's even a slight part of so much more interesting. You don't even have to like Nagito, but you have to admit he's interesting. Adds so much flavor to everything he's a part of. Chiaki I like for stupid reasons. She's cute. While I don't think Makoto was a bad protagonist, I absolutely think Hajime is a really good protagonist. He's actually really memorable, and like I love how they actually integrate the whole I'm just an ordinary high school student thing into the story to make that like an active motivator and flaw for him. Touching on the insecurities and like the level people will go to in order to cover up those insecurities not only really fits the theme of the game, but really works for Hajime specifically. All right, now I'm gonna say what I thought of the case. Case 1 was great. I loved Case 1. Perfect introduction. Who got killed was a really good reveal, and the way they found out the killer was really cool. Case 2 was good. It had some problems. It kind of dragged on, was a little convoluted and confusing, but like overall the ending, I think everyone can agree that the ending was like awesome. Case 3, a lot of people have way more problems with Case 3 than me, and I think they're like all valid criticisms. I just personally wasn't that bothered by it. I think the whole motive for the culprit was the most valid criticism. I actually hate that too, because it takes away like any personal stakes. It's good for like foreshadowing later plot and stuff like that, but it's not good at all for like relationships or the characters that we've come to know. Case 4, it was perfect. Perfect. Down to the last minute detail. No, but I loved the setup and stuff. It gave us the beautiful meme of Hajime not knowing shapes. It was a really cool, interesting concept. I love it when they do creative stuff like that. The claustrophobia and vibes of it were great. I like felt so like, it just felt so eerie. It gave us really good development and like peers into the psyches of a lot of characters. And the killer reveal still makes me cry every time. Only criticism is that I didn't care about the victim at all. Case 5, best case in the whole series. Best case. It's not even close. By the way, just want to say this. I'm terrible at predicting things, and I guessed everything that happened in Case 5 the moment I saw the crime scene, and I will never let anyone live that down. I'm so proud of myself about that. I have witnesses too. Everything about Case 5, it makes you feel like it's the finale. I wish it was the finale because I'm about to talk about that, but like, it was so good. Everything about it, perfect case. This is how you do a murder mystery. Case 6 sucked. No, I'm over exaggerating, but like there were some obvious things about it that sucked. Particularly, I don't like a certain character that reappears again. I do love a lot of the callbacks they made. I really actually like the mystery that they unfolded. I really thought it was a good plot twist at the very. I thought the final battle-ish part of it was like really stupid, but like I thought that like the actual plot and characters and the reveals and stuff was really good. And the final message of it is great. I actually really like the final. I believe out of all the games I've played, this is like my 6th favorite game of all time, making it easily in the top 5% of games. Not recommend this game enough. If you were turned off by Danganronpa 1, so was I. Keep pushing through. Trust me, this one's so much better. Don't know who I'm talking to. You shouldn't have watched this whole video if you haven't played the, but in the off chance that you haven't, sorry for spoiling it. What are you doing here? Leave.